Before we get in the video, please like, make sure to subscribe, turn on your notifications, go ahead and leave a comment below, and click on the How You Can Help, which brings up the Family Friendly Game website and gives you lots of ideas how you can help us. Thank you. How's everyone doing tonight? Hey everybody, Paul Berry, Family Friendly Gaming. I'm doing a Twitch stream, and I guess it'll eventually become a YouTube video for Dragon Quest Builders 2. I'm playing this on Nintendo Switch. And I'm recording this on, or streaming this on December 5th, 2019. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Wherever you happen to be in the world, whether it's morning, evening, you're watching this VOD, you're watching this live, I appreciate you. Alright, so, but we need to go here. And I guess we might as well just get going, huh? If I could stay off of a wall there, that'd be handy. You might be wondering, what is he doing? Why is he climbing? I'll explain. You can gain all kinds of altitude and go flying. Oh, hey, I can bring up chat. There it comes. I know where they're taking me, I think. Oh, it's right here. Guess not. Okay. I'm in the wrong spot. Whoops. Alright. Keep going. Give a little chat out. Maybe a hey. It's hard to play and chat. Wow. It won't even let me like use it from there. It's like not far enough, dude. Sorry. It's like, oh man. Here we go. I've actually already been here before. Yep. Hey. Got more coal. Alright. Hello, Gooman. What are you doing here? You're not planning on going into that cave, are you? It leads all the way to a place called Renderak. Though most people just call it H-E-L-L. It's so scary it'll make your knees wibble and wobble. Wibble and wobble and I don't know where the rest goes. At least that's what I've heard. I wobble too easily myself, and I've never been there myself. But consistent gooing, I won't stand in your way. In fact, I might even pray to Horgun that your death won't be too gruesome. I guess we have to go through the cave again. This tunnel should lead straight to Renderak. I have a bad feeling about this. The whole place reeks of monsters and vicious ones to boot. Indeed. Have your war banner equipped and ready after you and must not take any chances. Got it. We can actually just run by them. I did that before. And it worked well. Oh my, I think we're going to have to do it. sea monsters too. Get out, get out, get out. He likes that very much. Ow. Healing. What are they doing? Oh boy, we got people down. Man down! Oh, one dragon's about gone down. Get out before we die. Okay, dragon down. Okay. Whoa. What's that? Oh, no. I can't take another one of those hits. Oh, my goodness. Okay. I'm gonna hang out right here. It was not this bad last time. Of course, I did run from about everything, so. But yeah, I'm down. Okay. Oh, antidote. They will hopefully take care of this guy for me. Eventually. When more of them come back alive. You have to defeat these enemies. I can't just teleport where I need to go. Come on. Whoa. Oh, they healed me. Got him. Gadzooks, that was the first fight. It's not the matter, FG. You seem distracted. You're wondering what Maroth is doing at the moment? Not much, I imagine. He is still locked in the dungeon after all. Okay. Almighty Maroth, Master of Destruction. Here we go with this again. Oh, it's you again. What do you want this time? You thought the builder was your friend, but he has betrayed you. He has left you to rot in this dungeon. I love how long we have to wait for this to... Like, you can't hit the button and make it continue. It just sits there. Like, are we reading every letter one at a time? Maybe? Perhaps? I don't know. No, you're wrong. He just... Oh, mighty Maroth, do you still not see the truth? I guess he doesn't see our truth. Or your truth. The builder is an agent of creation. You are a master of destruction. There can be no harmony between you. Maybe the Elfirs are his real problem. That's gonna go badly when you like start losing your hair at the top. I can tell you from experience, having big spikes like that. How many times do I have to tell you? You've got the wrong guy. I'm not some master of destruction. Okay. Then why is it you cannot build? Why did the mirror that reveals all things true form reflect not but a void? I don't know. I had a thought there and I lost it. Such is life. What is it? Like he's a ditto or something, you know? You know, a ditto? Do not deny the truth. Free yourself from this torture. I just want to, like, move on. Please. Destroy Almighty Malroth. Destroy all around you and embrace your true existence. Kame. Hame. Ha! Wow. I was hoping that would time out and it would move on, but it didn't. You are a small God, and you may be a God again. Okay. Shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up. Get out of my head. That's what Malroth is doing. FG, are you alright? Where'd the flag go? Pull yourself together. We're almost at Renderak. Okay. Marble. Wait. Where are we supposed to be going? I go through the cave. Oh my goodness. And more of them. I can like flood them. That'll be fun. Bless. Have we come to a dead end? Perhaps not. It seems the wall is made entirely of ice. You should be able to break through it easy enough, right, FG? Boom. We just gone over the wall. Made it! This is more like an oasis. While they show us this, I'm trying not to knock the controller down. Alright, there are some emotes we have here for subscribers. Gadzooks, this is Renderak. It's not all that I was expecting. This is a trick, an illusion. Something tells me there are monsters about. Let's continue onward. And be on your guard, everyone. New destination, so now let's see where we're supposed to go. Ha! Right to the shrine. Okay. Where are we? Maybe we have to talk to this guy. Oh no, this guy. Oh, I never visited this before when it was last year. Are you human? Humans? You seem a bit different from the others around here. Isn't the place lovely? It's just like being in a dream. But I suppose that's the best thing about living in an illusion. An illusion? What in the world do you mean by that? What do you think? This world was real? Did you? It's all a dream. From the magical talking trees and the pubs made from solid gold. But it'll be gone, gone, gone soon. Illusions can't last forever. So this whole world will fade away to nothing before long. What are you saying? I'm saying that this place isn't real. It was dreamed up by mighty Hargon to try to trick the three Scions of Erdrick. Hargon built it with the Scions. Look if you want to know more. The castle at the back of the valley is best bet. This is a paradise for people who just want to sit back and enjoy the illusion. I haven't the foggiest what this means, but perhaps we should do as this creature says. I sense even more monsters in that direction. Effigy, let's investigate. Before we do... Alright, there's all our social media channels for those interested. Alright. Yeah, I guess I didn't need to be here before, but that's okay. I liked it here. It wasn't all snowy. So we're gonna find one of those guys. Yep. One of the big giant guys. This place is so pretty. Pity it all go away soon. Very sad, but I stay till end. We all stay. Is rule. Is how things must be. Yeah. So I guess we're going this way now. Didn't quite go this direction. Let's look at the size of that castle. It's a biggin. Biggins. It's certainly very impressive, but what in the world is it doing here? Maybe we'll find out. Next time on Dragon Ball Z. Well, there's only one way to find out. Forward. March. Do 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 do. What is this? That's interesting. It's like just, you know what? I want it. A comfy killer pillar head. Okay. Let's just... alrighty then. Oh, we're gonna get the recipe to make this now. Okay. Next one. Looks so lovely from far away. Can see all of lovely Rindarak and all of lovely Mindenhall Castle too. If you want to know the truth, you must look closer. But if you do, it not look so lovely anymore. Everyone in this castle is acting jolly peculiar. What in the world is wrong with them? They all have the same dull, vacant stare as though they are entrapped by some sort of vision. Our mission remains the same. We need to find the Orb of Heroes. Let's press on inside the castle and continue the search. Ho ho, come home. I began to fear that the company had come to grief in an attempt to slay Hargon, about whom we were so mistaken. Thou returned unharmed. Verily, 'tis further proof, if such were needed, of Hargon's boundless mercy. Yea, as a brother did he greet me, and fully gladly do I serve him. Okay. Pray forget the quest which I entrust to thee. 'Twas folly to entreat thee to. 'Twas folly, folly. Folly, folly, lots of follies. Bye. Gadzook, they just disappeared. Oh, hello. Just as these puppets cease to exist, soon so too shall you. It is your destiny as it is ours. All things, be they illusions or be they lies, must come to an end. None can say when this annihilation will come. One thing is certain, there is no escape. The day of destruction approaches, and no one can escape it. What the dickens are you prattling on about, fiend? Speak some sense. Let me explain in more simple terms. The castle was created by Almighty Hargon, and now it will be your grave. Uh-oh. Gadzook's arms, everyone. At long last, the hated humans shall fall. Except for you, my most faithful disciple, you have proven yourself one of us. Come, take your rightful place at my side. Warwick? How could this be? To fracture friendships, weaken the military, and ensure the construction of the Kazapel cannon that might eventually fall into the monster's hands. That was my mission, and though I encountered many difficulties along the way, I finally achieved my every aim. Okay, bub. Alright. Well, we found the spy. It was you the whole time. You were the spy among our ranks, but why, Warwick? Why would you betray us like this? Excuse me, you traitor. Traitor, me? Ha! You are the ones who betrayed all I believed, but I am the only man in Moonbrook who holds true to the Children of Hargon's teachings, not like you faithless curs. Okay. Maha, you've done well, Warwick. Just as you promised, you shall be rewarded. Come join us as a monster. Oh, what a bad monster to be. It says finally I've attained monsterhood. Thank you. Eek, eek, eek. Thank you. Maha. Fly, my pretty. Tear these traitors limb from limb. Bathe in the blood of the builder and his pathetic companions. Warwick the Rector. Mages are my biggest problem. So get them out one at a time. Now. More gone. This mage. Ow. Taking Warwick out. Watch these guys, do they kaboom? He's got the monkey. He must see how pointless this is now. All of his companions down. Goodbye. Phew, I thought they had us for a moment there, but somehow we pulled it through. Warwick, Warwick. Okay. Eek, this worldless lie, it cannot last. It matters not who wins the accursed war. We will all die, every one of us. What lie? What are you talking about, Warwick? One day, Eek, I realized this is all an illusion. I tried to speak to His Majesty. I pleaded with Eek, but he refused to listen. That is when the Rector came to me. He said that he would save me from death, Eek, if I could earn it. When she arrived and rang the bell, Eek, I saw that my chance had come, my opportunity to prove myself worthy. Warwick, you... The children of Hargon are Eek, absolute, and so is my belief. I would die to protect their teachings. I know you, Nessa. You never believed. You spoke of heartfelt convictions and sacred duties. It was all a lie. Eek. I have failed, and so shall you. No human can stand against the almighty Atlas. Struggle if you wish, Eek. You will all perish in the end. Eek, kill Hargon. Eek. Warwick! He gone. Can't move. Look at FG, the Rector still believes, and it looks as if he's carrying something. Mahaha, well fought, humans. It seems I underestimated you. But no matter, doomsday draws near. The world of illusion shall soon cease to be. If only I could have destroyed you by my own hand before that day came to pass. Still, it would seem that victory shall yet be ours. Pathetic humans, were you truly fool enough to rally your whole army behind this builder? It seems you were. Wahahaha. So your castle is practically undefended. You may be but an illusion, but you shall be slain nonetheless. Wahahaha, Erg. Did I get it? I cannot fathom when the world happened here. Is the castle just an illusion, are we? Gadzooks. FG. Well, he dropped. Could it be? Dun dun dun. Yay! Yep. Orb of Heroes. It is the Orb of Heroes. It is the expedition was a success. What would it cost? The Rector's final words about our castle defenses did not sit well with me one bit. Forgive me, I was a million miles away. The Rector spoke of Moonbrook's defenses. It does not bode well at all. We must return the castle without delay. Here we go. Teleport quickly. With a quickness. Oh boy. Gadzooks, the castle is in danger. Is all this part of Warwick and the Rector's plan? Quickly, if you must go to the people's defense. I'm trying to move. Underhand fiends, is this the work of that traitor Warwick? Did he tell the monsters the castle was undefended? If we move swiftly, the castle can still be saved. Hurry FG, we must slay these dragons post haste. I'm trying. What's going on? Dread Dragon. Thankfully there's not the Dread Pirate Robertson. Oh. Am I hurting this thing? What do you, oh my gosh. Oh. Oh, wow. Where's the healers? Good night, Noah. There goes one. I'll watch that guy. Oh. Two. Where are the healers? There he goes. Oh, I make them go away. Okay. There goes the last dragon. Oh, is there more? Four of six. Oh, there's two more in here. Come on. Ow. Come on, people. Oh, boy. Watch out. Alright, there they go. All dragons accounted for. Victory! FG, we won. We have saved Moonbrook from destruction. FG, my lamb. You saved us all. God be praised. I knew you would come back for us. When those loathsome lizards turned up, I thought my time was finally up, that the dinner bell was ringing once more. Thank goodness you got here when you did. Well done, soldiers of Moonbrook. Not only did you return to slay the dragon that assaulted us, but you did so with the Orb of Heroes in hand. But it seems not all of you are accounted for. What has become of dear Warwick? FG, before we begin to explain that ugly business, let us first turn our minds to the state of the castle home. Those dash dragons certainly did a number on our defenses. It will be no small feat to get everything back as it was. But fear not, we have more than enough practice rebuilding these walls. You may leave the repairs in our capable hands. Excellent. Why, thank you. I appreciate y'all for fixing this. This is nice of you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. The base was restored to its former glory. Okay. Hey, King. I see, so young Warwick was the traitor among us. He was so afeared of death that he was prepared to do anything to escape it, even side with the monsters against his own kind. That's bad. That fool. Yes, I think it's time that you told His Majesty the truth. That from the very beginning you've never subscribed to the teachings of the Children of Hargon. What? FG, from the moment you made the antidotal herb and saved my life, I realized that our chance to defeat the Children of Hargon had finally come. However, even at that time, I had suspicions that enemy spies had infiltrated our ranks. I had to hide my true allegiances. Okay. Nessa has been committed to overthrowing this monster's rule since long before you arrived in Moonbrook. That's why she sent me to infiltrate their army. I wanted to tell you the truth, FG, but when you recovered the wizard's workstation, something His Majesty said gave me pause. The enemy have eyes everywhere. Did I say those words? I meant nothing profound by them, I assure you. I must admit you had me completely fooled. There's something else, Your Majesty. Before Warwick passed, he said something about our world being a lie, though I know not what he meant by it. I see. Mayhaps he thought that by training his own, joining with the monsters, the truth would be revealed to him. FG, I wish to learn more of what transpired in Renderek. Come on, I must speak with you alone. For quite some time, I've devoted myself to reading everything in Moonbrook's history and attempting to put together my scattered memories. And now, based on your account of what you saw in Renderek, I believe I've arrived at a theory. Though perhaps this is not the most fitting place for such discussion. Come, FG, follow me. Trying to. My controller not moving. To hear you say it, Renderek was not so much a hell as it was a heaven. It seems this world is not the one we once knew, nor the one which only fragments remain in my clouded memories. Could this be some manner of parallel reality, an alternate dimension, or perhaps no more than an illusion conjured up by one who yet resides in the real world? Whatever the case, I suspect that this world was created to serve a purpose, and if it is true that the illusion will soon fade, perhaps the purpose is close to being fulfilled. Warwick was convinced that this world was a lie, and one day be reduced to oblivion. In this desperation, to be spared his fate, he joined forces with the monsters. If only I had listened to him, if only I had offered him warm embrace, not a cold shoulder. As his king, he was my responsibility, and I failed him. But you have one question I want you to answer. In the world you knew, what became of my daughter? Does the princess lead a safe and happy life, or... That is a relief. I may have failed as a king, but at least I have not failed as a father. I did not fail as a father. FHE, one matter still puzzles me. You are not part of this land of illusion. You came here from the real world, but for what purpose? If it was not mere chance that you wandered into this world, you were summoned, then your presence here may have been more profound meaning than you realize. FG, I made up my mind. I will see the Children of Hargon defeated, even if our reality should crumble the very next day. Time grows short. We must complete the Kazapal cannon without delay. there's more. Oh. I get the feeling my orb is going to go right up here. Yep. Third and final tower of our ultimate weapon is complete. Now all that remains is the cannon itself. FG, you were speaking with His Majesty for the first time. I can't help but wonder what you were discussing. But more on that, I think, made me think of all the things I have told you, but did not. Please forgive my dishonesty. I am sure you have many questions for me. Let's leave that talk for later. We are not out of the woods yet. We must prepare for our final battle. Would you do the honors and the blueprint for the final part of the Kazapel cannon in position atop the central tower? Yes. Time is of essence. Builder, draw your design and we shall see it built. Here we go. Oh, he flies around. By Jove. The blueprint keeps getting better and better, FG. This cannon is a true marvel. Once our hero is in place, we will be able to blast our enemies with bolts of incredible magical energy, even Alice will not be able to withstand it. FG. Here comes someone. We have prepared all the necessary materials for completing the blueprint. Castle wall blocks, castle corners, even castle column pedestals. Everything we need to build this cannon. Atlas may strike any time. We have no moment to lose. We must see this blueprint completed as swiftly as we can. Just be told, FG, I have admired builders ever since I was a child. Ever since I was a child, it was this that made me reject the children's unholy teaching and made me who I am today. There is no sense hiding it any longer. I too shall join in completing this blueprint and building the Kazapel cannon. Tongue-tied. Come in, the women of Moonbrook. We have work to do. That is a big one. Some more of the potato stuff going. This one's about done. Collect it. Cook while, did I miss another one? So I'm cooking food because I know we got this big battle coming up. My Felon took 16 damage. Whoops. If they're hammering nothing, just walk through a wall. It's just all falling. All fall down. I figure we have to go up here, so head up. Interesting. Interesting cannon. Okay. Here comes someone. Hey, buddy. Huzzah, the Kazapple cannon is completed. At long last, we have the power to overcome Atlas. I told you before, FG, that my faith in the Children of Hargon was unshakable. That is my heartfelt conviction to fight forevermore. This was a lie. The foundation of Moonbrook Castle was laid by a builder who came to this island many years ago. By the time I was born, the Children of Hargon's teachings had already spread far and wide. Builders were seen as harbingers of chaos and war. But one day I looked up at this fine, majestic fortress, and this great joy welled up within me. I dreamed of creating such incredible structures myself. Ever since that day, the Children of Hargon were my sworn enemy. I pledged to overthrow them and become a builder, like the one who inspired me. That was my true conviction. Warwick had a heartfelt conviction too, but his beliefs were not his own. They were imposed on him by the Children of Hargon. I believe that true conviction comes from within. It is something that you make for yourself. It is not something that can be imposed on you by others. Ah, it feels good to finally get that off my chest. It was so hard hiding how I really felt for so long. Forgive me, Gene Naruto, how much I wanted to lay the Children of Hargon low. I should not have lied to you. I swear that I shall not do it again. Haha, forgive me, FG. Once I began to unburden myself, I could not stop my mouth from moving. People call me stubborn. They say I am a stickler for rules and regulations, but I never believed in the teachings of the Children of Hargon. I had long ago fallen in love with building, forbidden though it was. Warwick, on the other hand, was unshakable in his beliefs so much that it led him to his own ruin. If either of us were the stubborn one, it was him. Okay. Just listen to me going on and on. Come on, FG, it's almost time for the grand finale. All you need to do is place the Orbit Heroes upon the Diocese in the Central Tower, and the Kazapple Cannon will be completed. It is done, FG. Now that the Orbit Heroes is in place, the Kazapple Cannon is complete. Long have I dreamed of seeing this legendary weapon in action. Thanks to you, FG, I shall soon have the opportunity to witness the Kazapple Cannon firing with my own two eyes. Thank you. There comes Atlas. Oh my. Blue and green make yellow, and some pink. I've never seen such power. Ho ho ho. King maybe? Yeah. This is the true power of the Kazapple Cannon. I see, so the energy we all poured into the two charging stations have gathered into the Orbit Heroes, ready to fire at the enemies. Even an enormous hulking monstrosity like Atlas won't be able to stand a direct hit from this thing. Okay, all we have to do is wait for the fool to fall into our trap. How was FG standing on the threshold of victory? Why do you wear such a grieved expression? What, you care not for slaying Atlas, you only wish to see your friend freed? But of course, the matter is entirely still my mind. You know, the Malroth and I have differences, but I want to know that neither you nor Majesty had desired to see your friend in prison. Warwick was the one who convinced his men that Malroth was a danger. He meant to divide us, and it worked. Of course, the matter with the mirror did not help his defense. I should not make excuses. I may have urged Malroth into incarceration, but neither did I argue against it. I beg your forgiveness, FG. You say if you beg the forgiveness of anyone who's Malroth? Yes, I suppose you're right. Here, take this. There's the key to the dungeon. Go and set your friend free. Oh, it's you. So you finally decided to let me out, have you? What happened? So you build a massive magical cannon. Now the major ten of the monsters is on his way to destroy us all. Ha ha ha, are you so serious? That's big baddie coming. And now you decide to let me out of my cell? You leave me locked up away and never even dropping by to say hello. Now that you're in trouble, you come for me to help? You're disgusting, FFG. What? What else do you want? Shut up, okay? Just shut up. I've had enough of your excuses. Oh, for crying out. Anyone think you were the one whose best friend betrayed them? Malroth. Even though Warwick sowed the seeds of doubts in my mind, I should not have stood by while this wrong was done to you. For that, I am truly sorry. I'm sorry, too. I shouldn't have let those soldiers die at Monahan. I'm sure you did all you could to save them. For my part, I should not have taken out my anger on you. It was not your fault. Well, I'm still sorry about it all. Hey, FG. I'll help you beat Atlas, but after that, we're done. You built a dungeon to lock me away and only let me out when you need my help. That's low. I suppose it makes sense, though. Why would a builder like you care about a guy like me who can only destroy stuff? I thought we could be friends, but I guess I was wrong. You and me, FG, we're through. I'm glad Malroth is finally free, but what of your friendship? I can hardly believe that you two would go your separate ways. When you arrive on the island, you seemed inseparable. The anger cannot last. A friendship like yours is not so easily sundered. It may take time, but this wound will heal, and I shall do everything in my power to help. What was that? Alright, here we go. Big battle time. It's always smart to save before these. This is FG I found about Atlas approaches. The Major General is an unimaginable powerful foe. Only by your Kazapal cannon can we hope to defeat him, and defeat him we shall. So FG, are you ready to win this war? Yes. Excellent, we're relying on you. You too, Malroth. We shall have need of your strength on the battlefield. FG, His Majesty has thoroughly briefed me on how the Kazapal cannon works, so allow me to impart his knowledge to you. Firstly, you must place your hand on the orb of heroes at the top of the main tower and see what it does, and to see what it sees. Then you can line up your target in the sights and unleash the energy upon them. But be careful, the cannon can only fire once at a time. Once the energy of the orb is exhausted, it takes some time to recharge. Be careful you do not miss. That should be all you need to know. Would you like me to run through it again? No. Good. Ready to face Atlas. If we can defeat him, we can restore peace to Moonbrook. We can escape our fate of eternal warfare. Yay! If we fight together at the very end, I know we can do it. I know we can win. So I gotta go back and fire the cannon. Okay. Har puny humans think you can defeat mighty Atlas. We smash your castle, we smash your towers, we smash everything. We show Lord Atlas how weak you really are. He just crushed him. Hear me, humans, you cannot win, you cannot escape your fate. Struggle all you like, it will do you no good, you will be destroyed. Okay. I'm gonna go the other direction. So Atlas underestimates us, but we shall shoot him to him. Quickly, FG, go to the Kazapal cannon. I'm trying. Oh. Okay. Oh, it can't be. He is unhurt. I don't expect humans to put up a real fight. That'll take more than some magic pea shooter to hurt Mighty Atlas. Go, my minions, destroy the humans, destroy the castle, destroy everything. His high is just too tough. The blast had no effect. There must be some other way. In this case, we cannot fire the cannon until it recharges. We must hold back the monsters until then. Oh. I wonder if they need me down there. That's 21%. Getting there. $30. I guess it's better to stay out here and hope they can handle it. Because I could go down there and fought with them. But if I took out his club that he's sitting on. Oh, summon more. Scar. Okay, so he blocks with his arms. I haven't damaged him yet. So I went for his chest one time when the scar is. I went for his face. He's blocked both times. I have to watch when he blocks. I wonder if something. This thing takes such a long time to recharge. It is honestly a bit boring up here, waiting for it to recharge. Oh my gosh, there's a whole bunch of... Oh wow, Air Force guys coming. That'll bring him down. So I go as low as I can, maybe? Or as high? As high as I can go. Low. So I'm barely, I mean, I guess I'm denting them a little bit. But this is going to take a lot longer than I thought I have time for. I mean, I could shoot for like a hand maybe if I could figure out where they're going to be. When defeat Alice's army 0-15. Oh boy. Well, they're taking them out. 6-15, 7-15. Keep tagging them. Thankfully the defenses are, you know, oh, never mind. I'll say the defenses are fine, but they're just getting trashed. That thing. If anyone has any ideas, give it to me in chat. I'm certainly willing to listen. Okay, so we kinda... go for that ear. He's confused, and I'm not really stressing about that when he was confused. No which way to turn. It's like they want to go out the gate, but they realize they can't. This guy can take a lot. Alice is furious. Oh. We had to defeat all those guys. Oh boy. Haha, look, he's exhausted himself. This is our chance. All forces attack. Is that doing it? Oh, they're doing damage. What happened there? Oh. We haven't staggered. FG quickly, you must use the Kazapple cannon against him once more. Run back to the tower and try to hit him somewhere where the steely hide can't protect him. I gotta wait for it to charge. I didn't realize I was supposed to sit here and wait for that. Hope we don't run out of time with this. There's no way to speed this cannon up. I thought when they said he exhausted himself, I could tag him. I hope the game waits for me. If it's nice, it will. It'll be like, we'll just hang out. That's how you get to do this. And it tells me next time I actually need to go out there and fight until they tell me to go shoot him. Because I wasn't doing much damage otherwise. Poor front gate is trashed. Well, we're almost to 70%. Oh. Me squish. You squish. Okay, so we have to defeat a bunch of these guys. Okay, so 40 more. I like these switches if I'm just turning them on. So I guess it's 3 waves of 40. Bring him down to the army can fight him. Hang on. FG. If you fire the Gazapple cannon now, it will have no effect. We must bide our time and wait for the moment to strike. Please return to the front lines. We need you. Oh, 15. Should time these better. Yeah, timing them better. Smarter. There's that one. For him to, there we go, once he comes back. There he goes, 15, okay, now I go. FFG. If you fire the Kazepo cannon now, it'll have no effect. Okay. Oh. Okay. Got it, I know. Yes. But it's a bit of a trek getting back up here. Yes. Yes. Got him in the eye. Right in the eye. Brilliant shot, FG. It's kind of left too, though. We only have to hold off monsters, wait an opportunity to land another shot or two in the eye like that, and the victory will be ours. Ow. Shockwaves. I didn't see it. That's getting harder. Where is it coming from? Okay. What is attacks? Whoa. Ouch. Well, they attack, I go to the cannon. I guess I could be up there doing damage too, and they'll just teleport me back here. They have Atlas on the back foot again. Now is your chance to strike. Go to the Kazepplican again. Aim for the eye. Can I finish him? Boom. There he goes. Oh yeah, that was it. And he left something. Level increase, level 30. Maximum hit points increase. Got a rusted relic. Sorry, my foot was itching. Huzzah, we did. We defeated Alice. An item that he dropped when he fell. Could it be? Ho ho, FG, my boy. OFG, you're a beautiful builder. You have vanquished our foe and saved our kingdom. Gadzooks, I knew you could do it. In honor of your great deeds of arms this day, I may consider taking you on as my squire. God be praised, the vile tyrant who had this fair isle in his iron grip is no more. Our days of endless bloodshed are over. Ha 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 ha! I can't believe this is really real. We did, actually did. We defeated the children of Hargon. Ahem. Please pardon that outburst. Such behavior is unbecoming of Moonbrook's military leader. Before our celebrations begin in earnest, what say we repair the damage to the castle? Leave the TSFG. We shall be done in a jiffy. Base is restored to its former glory. FG, I must speak with you. You recovered a rusted relic from Alice's body, did you not? I believe that may be the Mark of Moonbrook, the legendary treasure that will restore peace to the realm. You have only to repair it. Oh, my child, take that rusted relic to a workbench and transform it to the mighty Mark of Moonbrook. Okay. Got a new... trying to move. Hold on before I go do that. I learned last time I needed a bunch of those when I got to my island, and I had none, or hardly any. It was a pain to get them. Alright. Oh, look at that. Booyah. Hold on, buddy. So where did my precious little armor go? Iron. Oh, it's not done. That's why I'm standing there, barely dressed. FG, the Mark of Moonbrook, as good as new. How can I ever repay you? As I told you when Told you, and you alone, this world is but an illusion. It will fade away at any moment. And when I see your smiling face, young man, it fills me with hope. Perhaps you're not an emissary of annihilation, but one of creation, sent by the heavens to save us all from wretched fate, to save the world from destruction. Konochi, take the mark of Moobrook and affix it to the beacon of Erdrick. Let the people see the peace is returned.
Yep.
There we go. Okay. Here comes the people. Completed his quests. I can hardly believe it. This is what a world without war feels like, a world at peace. I can't think enough, G. If we're not for you, the day would never have come. The builder won our minds, our hearts, and he blew Atlas away. I knew he would right from the start, but I didn't like to say. Honestly, Hayden, is there anything you won't sing about? People of Moonbrook spent some time savoring the peace FG had brought about and the unfamiliar warmth that has filled their hearts. They decided to celebrate the happy turn of events by holding the greatest feast in the history of their kingdom. Ho ho ho, preparations for this victory feast are complete. Now let's mark the start of the celebrations of the fireworks display. Consider this a humble gift from your monarch. Despite the firework cannons themselves, I can see they're all fine craftsmanship, FG. Oh, and before I forget, I saw Marlowe standing atop the outer wall. He cut a rather lonesome figure. He needs a friend to talk to, FG, and you're the best friend he has. Okay, I'll be over there. In just a moment. Alright. Talk to Malroth, and I'll probably be stopping the stream in just a few minutes. Why did I say that to him? Why would I do that? Something isn't right. There's something wrong with me. Huh? Oh, FG, it's you. How long have you been standing there? The Gazapple cannon of yours is really something. Guess you won't need me around to beat up monsters for you anymore. You build things, I smash monsters, but you don't need me anymore, and I don't need you. Once we get back to the island, we can go our separate ways. Jeremiah was looking for you. You should go up and find him and see what he wants. Accidentally turning the traps on. In time of peace, we need all these traps just sitting around here. FG, why the dour expression? Tonight we celebrate our victory. Yet your face suggests you mourn a bitter loss. Whatever your troubles, tonight's celebration will surely yeah, drive them from your mind. It is time to put your wonderful fireworks cannon into action. What? What do you want to mean? You cannot remember when or wherefore you built them. Come now, my boy. You made them at my request so that we might celebrate our inevitable victory over the monsters. Fireworks cannons, let the display begin in earnest. I believe Vanessa had something she wished to speak with you about. With that, you had your fill of fireworks. Pray, go to her and hear what she has to say. New recipe. Firework. Gee, are you enjoying the fireworks? Lord Jeremiah tells me he is saving the best for last, so it seems we still have quite a treat in store for us. What's the FG? Are you ready to sit back and enjoy the grand finale? Yes. Excellent. I shall inform Lord Jeremiah to get the main event underway forthwith. Here it comes. Kaboom. Actually, this may be a time for celebration, but I cannot stop thinking about you and Maroth. I am sure he did not mean the wounding words he said to you. We all say things we do not mean in the heat of a moment. I'm sure things will work out between you, but Maroth is a stubborn sort. You must make the first move, and soon. It seems the show is about to begin. For the moment, let's forget our cares and enjoy the fireworks. Ooh, pretty. Oh my beauties. God be praised, we found the true peace at last. I can just watch some fireworks. That night, the people of Moonbrook set the sky on fire in celebration of their hard-won peace. As they gaze up and wonder at the kaleidoscope of the night sky, their thoughts turn to the bright future that lies before them. All except for two, Maroth and FG, whose horizons become unexpectedly clouded. Then morning comes. I was last night's party simply sublime. My heart is racing with joy. In the excitement, I almost forgot that there was something I wanted to ask you about, FG. What did Warwick mean when he said our world was an illusion? You spoke with him about it in Renderak, and it has been playing on my mind ever since. Forgive me, this is not my time for such talk. Let's revel in the victory a little while longer. Before you came, I lost almost everything, but last night, watching the fireworks with you by my side, I felt truly happy. It is all thanks to your hard work that we have brought peace to Moonbrook once more. Thank you, FG. Alright, so, oops, wrong button. Wrong button again. There we go. I'm going to save and go ahead and stop this stream here. I'd like to thank everyone for watching. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day.